Hello. I figured I will cover a topic that I haven't seen being covered before. So, how to run T0 Abyss with Merlin in solo. So, about stuff that's going on here, I will run the exotic Abyss, and I have a very simple shield fit with blasters. Whether or not this is good or bad, I think it's really good. Shield parts give us plenty of tank. Merlin has a bonus to the shield resists. I haven't even maxed out my skills for the shield resist part. I have pretty good gunnery skills, but even that part is not maxed out yet. But you can see this guy packs a ton of DPS, like quite a bit for a single frigate. Of course, the issue there is that this DPS only comes at very close range. So the Webifier is absolutely necessary. So you need to have the Webifier. That's not optional. You need to get close under the belly of all the opponents and hit them from there and hit them hard. And yeah, the Webifier actually makes this wall fit possible. Without the Webifier this wouldn't work because the range of these guns is useless, and a lot of opponents try to actually kite you at 8 or 10 kilometers and you just wouldn't be able to hit them. But since the AI doesn't seem to be super smart about how to behave, we can use this to our advantage. Let's see, what did I get here in the first room? So yeah, that's not much of an opponent for us. There's a little bit of strategy about maneuvering. When you see them going to a side or up and down or somewhere like this, you want to cut into their way, and as soon as you see them getting near the 10 kilometer mark, you just hit the web and the guns. Whatever is medium to low DPS and what tries to stay away from you, you can run with the Null S ammunition. The Damavik, for some ships it may be scary, for this guy it's just food. We got through the shield of the Damavik before it got any hits on us, and the rest of it we will chew down pretty quickly as well. And yeah, that was that. So as you noticed, we don't have any kind of repairer or booster to get our shield or armor back. So we entirely rely on the regen of the shield. But the regen of the shield is cap free, right? So that's to our advantage. When you run really low on the shield, you can just wait a little bit before you jump into the next room, or if it's the final room, then you can obviously jump out with whatever is left of it. And yeah, since you're a single frigate in this, the loot actually compared to the time spent is pretty good. You can get a lot of per the time spent in the first room here. Took like 2 minutes or something in the way. If you play your rooms with a decent tempo, you can get any combination done under 10 minutes. If you make 2 million per the one set of filaments, then you can make like 6 runs in an hour. 12 million is probably even a little bit more. I didn't care to time it. And there, your strategy is pretty much the same for a majority of the opponents. You try to cut into their way when they move around you. You throw the web, you shoot guns. No elegant choice of strategy or anything of the sort. You're a DPS monster. Like for all of those guys. As you can tell, like didn't really break a sweat with this opponent. And this goes like for the majority of the rooms. You don't really get even scared. And that's something that I didn't know for a while. Like I tried different kind of fits and was running on the edge like with one or other things. It's time for a screenshot. Always cool. Grabbing the loot from here as well. It's a bit annoying that you have to get really close to the loot box and sometimes you bounce back and then you have to go near it again to get all the stuff. Probably cannot be avoided with some better piloting, but at this point I have made so many runs in the sky that I don't really pay as much attention anymore as I should. That will also show later in the video where I almost mess up, but then I don't. Stuff happens. The interesting parts of the abyss in these low levels are the clouds, which sometimes give you the speed boost or some kind of penalty here and there, and you have to think a little bit about them. So for the small frigate kind of stuff, for the Teslas, you can try to see if there is like automata suppressor and run for it. In this case there is not, and this is also a little bit a bad room for us because they can actually damage us a lot, especially if we do bad piloting. I don't think I messed much up here, but they are a little bit uncomfortable for us. But yeah, with Afterburner our signature is not so bad, so we can actually speed tank these guys for a while as well, even if we make mistakes in like choosing the ammunition or something like this. And yeah, going to let this guy down again. Our shield is holding pretty well. We have lost yes, I think around 6 or 7 minutes here. Can't really tell from the like recording screen, but it's definitely less than 10 minutes to make these rooms happen. So the first run of Abyss was very smooth for this video. Didn't really break a sweat. Checking the size of the loot here. If you get over 2 million disc per run, then it's pretty solid. It's also nice that your ammunition is super cheap compared to whatever other guys that have to run faction navy drones or faction navy missiles or anything like this. You're running Null S and Void S, which is almost free. Their market price is almost nothing. So whatever you shoot, you don't have to count the bullets. You can just hammer away and let the guy do its thing. So yeah, for the first part of the video, I actually thought that I would finish here, but I got a few nice spawns after this as well, which were a bit more challenging, so I will include those into the video as well. But definitely this has become one of my favorite ships. I don't even wear a T2 shield set or anything else on this set. I don't know how many skill points do you need to run this. I didn't count because I have already cross-trained into the cruiser and into the battle cruiser, and I have also trained some drone stuff and that are not related to the build, so my current skills are not very optimal. And then you can get way more DPS out on this guy. So this is one of the more annoying opponents, because he's shooting some kind of missile or rockets at us, and they hurt us a fair bit more than the other stuff. Initially when I tried out this build, I also ran around with the MWD, to the Microwarpdrive, and this guy was giving a hell of a damage to the Microwarpdrive. So since the signature boost that it gives is immense, and the missiles really start to hurt. But if you run in an afterburner, you just saw what happened. We could pretty much face tank him and take him down. And yeah, as long as the really annoying opponents go, so the Devoted Hunter and also the Skybreaker, for them the strategy is kind of similar, but you have to change the ammunition because you need higher DPS. And yeah, here we found the Devoted Hunter. So here I mess up actually, because Devoted Hunter is nearing really fast because it's coming through a cloud, and I'm actually missing out that I haven't targeted him at this point yet. So I'm trying to hammer my buttons and trying to figure out, hey, why isn't anything happening? And yeah, then I figured that okay, let's actually target him and shoot him. We took a bunch of damage initially because he got a really good shot in. But actually at this point you see our shield has almost stabilized, because we have plenty of shield and nice resists. And yeah, now it's just a question of blasting through him. And he doesn't actually last very long against us, because our DPS, once we get in close, it goes through the roof. And yes, the Devoted Hunter and the Skybreaker are the rooms where you want to change for the Void S. There is also one of the Lancer rooms where you might switch to Void S if you want to, but the majority of time you want to run the Null S ammunition, because the extra range is good, and some of the opponents like the Damavik, they manage to stay farther for a while. And yeah, the nice speed effect from the cloud throws me forth and back a little bit too much. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this was helpful to someone that wants to practice hybrid guns. This definitely works. The shield comes back reasonably quickly after even a heavy beating from the Devoted Hunter. If you can upgrade the modules for shield extender 2s and better resists and things, well, please go ahead. Yeah, and enjoy the game, and try to do other stuff than Abyss as well. It's not the end. What the hell even happened here? Ma tegin kogu selle asja läbi ja me ei rekordinud audiot või? Are you shitting me? Bloody hell, noh. Ma unustasin täiesti ära selle. Kogu see ütleks tühja või?